guys, welcome back to my channel. I pray that you're blessed and that everyone around you is blessed as well. Let's just get started with this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I pray that you're blessed and that everyone around you is blessed as well. I'm Tina from Tina Wonderfully Made. Let's get started. Okay, so today is a fun day. Well, somewhat. It's kind of gray out. It's early too, but I am on my way to our library book sale. I went last year and got a box of books for really cheap, so I'm glad I caught it a little earlier. Last time I made it a little bit later, but I still got a lot of good books, so I was like, I'm gonna get up early, get my McDonald's iced coffee, and hit the library. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on my way. I don't know if I'll be able to film. It depends on how many people are in there, and but if not, I would definitely show you what I got when I come back. So yeah, let's get started. I brought my I'm still early because it opens in 20 more minutes or so, but I brought my Kindle with me because I am reading my first Jennifer Hartman book. It's the, why am I drawing a blank? What is it? I don't know. I will show you in a minute. Let me park. There's a few people here waiting, but yeah, I am excited. I can't wait. Hopefully there's some good stuff. Okay, so I parked and I took my Kindle out. I am reading Still Beating. I don't know why I can't remember the name of this book, but it's really good. And like I said, it's my first Jennifer Hartman book, and I love it. I have, I want to say 2 other books of hers, maybe just one. Might just be one. I have Catch the Sun, I believe. But after this one, I am looking forward to getting more of her books because they're intense, but really good. You definitely have to check your triggers, especially for this one. There's a lot of heavy topics and subjects and all that, but the romance is really good. Sometimes you get annoyed because the FMC is make up your mind, but at the same time it's you're going through so much and you're still trying to figure out everything. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. I've seen so many people read her books, and I'm okay, I had this one on my shelf. I have the physical copy. I have it on my shelf, and I've had it there for a while. I think since last year or so. But I was let me check Kindle Unlimited, and they had it. So that's what I've been taking with me to work, is my Kindle, and I read while the kids are asleep or napping. And yeah, so I'm just waiting. I have like I said, 20 more minutes until the library opens, and I cannot wait. So today I'm gonna try and make it a bookish day. I do need to put some books away that I did get from Lo-Fi Library the other day, and then I want to try and finish as much as I can with this book. I am probably close to, let me see, I'm 65% in. Really good. And then I want to start Solito, which is one of my other books from my May TBR. And I stumbled upon this one. I think she was on Instagram, and she said she started reading it. And she said it's really good, so I'm excited to read that one. I'm kind of iffy if I'm going to read the Runaway by Harlan Coben. I was already not feeling that book when I picked it, so that's probably going to be donated. And yeah, I've been having a really good reading month of May. May has been doing really good. I'm not up on that level where it's 8, 9, 10 books. I don't have time for that. I like to relax sometimes with my family. But reading is relaxing to me too, so when I do get downtime, and luckily I did switch classrooms at work. I am now with toddlers instead of babies, and they all nap at the same time. So if I'm not cleaning or getting stuff prepared, I'm reading. And so it's a good 2 hours of reading time, which is great. But enough rambling. I don't want this video to be too long. I'll probably show you some things that I do today, and we will call it a day. Let me know if you have read a book this month so far that you've really enjoyed. Comment down below and let me know what that book is. Hopefully I've read it. If not, I'm adding it to the TV. So I'm back in my car. This sale was not as good as the one last year, but I still found some good things. I found some, a couple books that I didn't know anything about, and that's what I want to start doing this year. Like, not reading all the hyped up books, but reading books that catch my attention. And so I'm going to show you what I got. I did get a bag, and it was $10 total for all the books in there. It was like $1 each book, or you could get like a small like grocery bag for $5, or like a bigger bag for $10. Last year was like they had boxes, but this year, since it seems like it's kind of small, they just did bags. So let's see if I can get all the books in this video. Let me turn off my car too. Wasting gas. I need money for books, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books, and then 3 like old comic books that they had there, which I thought were pretty cool, and I think I'm gonna give one to my son-in-law. So the first, I'll show you the paperback ones first. I did get a memoir. Let's see if I got all the paper. I did get a memoir, and this one is Carol Burnett's One More Time. It looks just like this. And my husband's grandmother loves Carol Burnett. She's just not a reader, but I figured I would, like, I remember her too, like, growing up. That's how old I am. And I thought she was pretty hilarious, and to find out her story, it would be pretty cool. I did find a Christmas book to add to my Christmas list, and this one is Beverly Jenkins' A Christmas to Remember, which was pretty cool. The cover's really pretty. I found this one, Jessa Maxwell. I've never heard of this author, but I seen one of the blurbs from the Washington Post. It says super creepy, up my alley. And so it says, I need you to read this. This seems pretty cool. And I didn't really read like the backs of any of these books that I don't know anything about, but I just seen that blurb on the side, and I was like, yeah, let's get that and try it out, see what her writing is about. And then this one, I was so excited. I found this one like within the first like minute I was in there, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh in the paperback. I've only seen it in the hardcover, and last time I was at the bookstore, I looked at that one and I was like, yeah, there's some other books that I'd rather get, but I've had this one on my wish list, I believe, for a while. And then I got Expiration Days by Rebecca Cyril. Heard she has some good books. I think she's the one that wrote In 5 Years, and I have that one on my bookshelf, and heard a lot of good things about that. So let's see. I got Red Clay, and I heard someone talking about this book not too long ago. It's by Charles Fancher, I believe that's how you say, but the cover's really pretty. This one seemed pretty cool. This is a memoir. It's Who I Always Was by Teresa Okokan. I'm probably butchering her last name, but it sounds pretty good. This one I am so glad that I found. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, and just the cover alone is just beautiful. The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. I got Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. I did just pick up was it Black Cake? I believe she wrote that one. But this one, I believe, just came out, to be honest. I want to say this one just came out. And then I have heard a lot of good things about Sally Rooney's writing. And they had Beautiful World, Where Are You? It's this one right here. So those are all the books that I got. And then I got 3 old comic books that seem pretty cool. This one is The Steel Vengeance, Green Lantern, and Green Arrow. So that's the one I'm going to give my son-in-law. And then I have Sarge Snorkel. I remember reading these comics in the newspapers when newspapers were a thing. And then Casper the Friendly Ghost, which is pretty cool. So I thought those were cool. Oh, and I got one more. I forgot. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which I think is pretty awesome. My grandson knows about Huey, Dewey, and Louie, so I think it would be pretty cool to give that to him once he gets a little bit older. But that is my book haul from our library book sale. It's been a few days since I filmed my little haul from the library sale. I put the books away, but I didn't show you what I got from the Little Free Library. And yeah, so let me get, I have 2 of them right here. The other one, where is it at? I'll show you the 2. I got Butcher and Blackbird, the hardcover, just for the summer. I already have this in paperback, but for some reason I wanted it in hardcover too, just so I can like display. Just like I have my Nightingale displayed. I think I'm going to do this one because this is one of my favorite books. Let me see if I can grab the other one. Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. I heard someone talking about this book a while back, and I'm like, let me just add it. So I got these 3 from the Little Free Library, and I was just like, okay. And it was like a random time that I was like getting off work, and I was just like, let me see if there's any Little Free Libraries around this area. And there was one that I hadn't picked up or seen before, so I was like, let me stop. Didn't have any books with me, like, and I seen these 3. Oh, actually, what's the other one? I think I got one more. I don't remember. I want to say I got 4. Those was paperback, but I don't remember. So I did get 4, I know for sure, because there was like one paperback one. I don't remember which one it was. Anyways, I got these and I was like, oh, I feel bad because I don't have any books with me. But if I wouldn't have picked these up, either they would have got wet because some of the books in there were wet because it's been raining over here, or they would be gone the next time I go. So I grabbed them and I was like, I am definitely, when I get home, putting some books in my car that I have in my pile of books I need to get rid of. And I will take them the next day, which I did. Kept my word. And they had like the same books there. There wasn't any like newer ones. Also, don't mind my hair. I know in the last clip I had a green bandana and now I have a gray. Taking my locks out, you guys. Yeah, why did I start that? Like, okay, one thing about me is I get bored with my hair. Like, I've had my locks for almost 3 years. In July, I believe, will be 3 years. And I think I'm just bored now. But tell me why it takes so long. It takes so long. And so I'm just like wearing my hair back in ponytails, and it's just a hot mess. But hopefully this weekend, me and my daughter finish. My daughter's helping me take them out, and yeah, it's a process. And then the fact that I have carpal tunnel is just making the process very long. Anyways, back to books. So yeah, I got these, and I literally don't remember what other book it was that I got, to be honest. I have no idea. Anyways, it's gonna bother me, but if I remember, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. I have no clue. And yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited for these. This one I have not read yet, but these two I have, and they're just gonna be like trophies, you know? So I also need to, like, if I didn't say this, it's been a few days since I last filmed. I was gonna do bookish things that day, but that didn't happen. I just relaxed with my family. Actually, was it that? I think it was the day that me and my husband were like, let's go to the movies. And then my kids are all adults. One of them's married, has her own kids. But they all got together and came with us. Like, my 3 kids, and then it was me and my husband. So it was like good old days, like when we would take them to the movies, and it was just, I started crying. I started crying, and my daughters were like, what is wrong with you? Like, I can't believe you're actually crying. It was like very emotional because they have like their own lives now, you know? And especially my daughter that's married and has kids, like, she literally has her own life. My son is like in the process of buying a place. I'm gonna have my book room soon. He did just buy a truck, which I'm so proud of him. And then my youngest daughter, like, she's just out and about and she's doing her own thing. She's 20 years old. So yeah, they have like their own lives. So when they all came together and we went to the movies, it was like I could just picture them as being little kids again, and it just made me so sad. But yeah, so I didn't really do any like other bookish things besides the library in the morning, and then I came and put the books away. But I am right now going to read a little bit, and then I want to work on my book journal. I have been slacking so bad on that thing. I love journaling. I love scrapbooking. I love all that stuff. It's just lately, I don't want to do anything but read and chill. That's it. Throw in some naps, like. But I know for sure I want to do a lot more, because, like, especially being off of work for 2 weeks after my hand surgery next week. And I'm gonna need some stuff to do. So I want to like catch up and slowly just try and keep up with it. But let's see what we can do. I am going to change out of my work clothes and relax, read, like I said, and do some book journaling, updating. Probably watch some of my favorite YouTubers and just chill. My husband is out of town. My kids are not here. It's just me and the dog, you guys. And she's sleeping. She don't care about me. So let's just have a chill evening. The hair came down because I'm relaxed and changed into something cozy. And I have been working slowly on my book journal. So So this is what I do every month as far as like what I've read. And I put how many stars I gave it. I put the title, the author, the start and end date. And let's go back to when I first started this. I still have not put anything in it. I do like decorate a little bit with some washi tape, but as far as like this part, I'm debating if I want to put like my thoughts or like quotes. Can I do both? Like, I'm still debating. So I do definitely want to go back and put stuff in. I'm just fighting with myself as far as what I want to do. There, like, when was last month I totally forgot to put a book in, and so I have to like add a little piece in there. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, we're gonna fix it somehow. So where is it? There is, okay, when I read Funny Story, I wrote a few little things in pencil. You can't really see it, but as far as like what I wanted to put in there and like the characters, maybe like a favorite quote, I'm debating if I want to still do that. That's why I have not erased it. But as far as like now, I still need to go in and add the washi tape for this month. See, I do like a little calendar, and I'll add like book things or like holidays, birthdays, vacations, which don't happen. Like this month I did like color in Mother's Day and the library book sale, and then I'll just write the what it is down here. The page on this side, like, let's go back to April. I did favorite bookish moment, so I'm gonna write a few things in there because I did go on that little like anniversary trip with my husband, so I want to like talk about reading by the lake or the indie bookstore day that I had so much fun doing, so I'm going to talk about that. March, I'm going to do like favorite quotes, because like Butcher and Blackbird, I still need to print out the picture for that, but they had some really good things in there that I want to go back and like write. And then February I did something different. Like this is when I first started like doing the monthly, because January, let me go back to January I just did this like, and I was like, no, I want it to be like something extravagant. This took a long time. This is my 2025 bookshelf, so when I read books, I will write them in here or like color them. This is 2024. Here's some goals, some bookish content ideas. A lot of the ideas that I have here, like this right here, this is my 25 and 2025. This is my TBR cart, the books that I have wrapped up. And I write it down every month which book I pick, and then if I read it, I color them. If not, I know which ones that I don't need it. So, and then this is like new releases, 2025 new releases, and I did the title, the author, the date it's released, and then the date I bought it. There's two that I still want to get. And then, yeah. So I'm still debating, like I said, how I want to fill in. I know there was another little, no, that was it. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Like how, like if you do have a book journal, what do you put in the little area? I think that's all I'm gonna do. What I really wanted to do was like print out the books that I read last month and put them in here with the star ratings and the title, the dates. And then I want to I'm probably gonna put some washi tape and then call it a day, because I am sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I am watching one booktuber. I always forget her name, but she's a young girl. I don't remember, but she's super sweet. She's a young mom and wife, and I just like watching her. She does like very like lengthy content, and I just put it on and listen to her, watch her little videos. And she does like home stuff, she does like family stuff, she does bookish things, she's like a crafter, she does a whole lot of stuff, and I just absolutely love to watch her. Now maybe I'm thinking I need to put this laundry away that's staring right at me while I'm filming. I also want to do a little bit more taking down of the locks. I still have like, this is embarrassing. So I have this much left and it's taking forever. I have like 39 locks to go. Don't mind this part. I'm looking real homeless. I don't know. I also want to eat some dinner before I go to sleep because the last like few days of work has been kicking my behind for some reason. I was so tired today that during my break went to my car and just took a little like 20-minute nap. I think it did more harm than good. I don't know. And then like every kid just decided that they wanted to just have a day. So I am going to cut this short, and then I will probably upload or work on getting my June TBR up, because I want to finish, well, try and finish one more book from my May TBR, so that way I can do a wrap up / what I'm gonna read in June. And yeah, so with that being said, with all that being said, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Talk to you later. Bye.